Hey, what's up, CEOs? It's Shamel coming to you in 2021 for the first time. So if you're watching this right now, type replay because you're probably watching the replay as I'm waiting for some people to come in. I am going to look at what times most people are watching these, see if there's a better time to do this so I can get more people live, answer more questions, so that you can, build the business you want to build, have your dream dealership. Okay, so who's all with me? Good morning. Let me know who you are. I've missed you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, a wonderful start to the year. And can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me. Make sure my comments are working, right? So let me just start by introducing myself. I have quite a few people new who have what's up, Rafi, who have hey Roy, what's up, who've discovered me recently. So I want to just let you know who I am. I'm Shamel Leonard, and I founded the Auto Dealer Business School because I felt like there was a need for success strategies for small auto dealers. I started with a very small budget. I lost a lot of the money because I just didn't know what I didn't know. And so I started the Auto Dealer Business School so that I could let you know what you don't know so that you don't lose all your money too. And you're successful faster and you make more money. Okay, so that's why I'm here. So what I'm giving you is my experience, my journey, what I put together, how I'm structuring my business, etc. So today we're going to be talking about how to succeed selling cars in 2021. I wanted to do this because 2021 is going to be a different year, and I want to help you guys understand that it's important to look around you at the world and at the economy and incorporate that into your business. I didn't do that in the beginning. I was like, I'm just selling cars. I'm selling cars, and we focus on selling cars. And then when things aren't going the way you wish they would, then you're like, okay, what's going on? But if you already know what's going on in the world that's affecting your business, then you can plan better and you can make more money faster, right? So this is like a 2021 planning session for your business because 2021 has some interesting things, right? So the first thing 2021 has, and I had to write a couple of things down because I really want to give you guys some good stuff. Like, I'm not just like, what's up? Like, this is, it's time to really ramp up business. Like, it's really time to press the gas and accelerate, and let's go. So this is what I think would help you accelerate. Okay, so I've been asked a lot about online sales because of COVID and people's concern, and this is what I want to say to that. You do need to start incorporating an online sales process, but really only for your finance customers. So for the customers who you secure third-party financing for them, they are going to be the ones that are going to follow that online sales process the most. Okay, so if you're doing cash car people are going to come and buy them cars with a mask on. They don't really care about online sales, delivery, and all that stuff. But you do want to stabilize or incorporate like an online sales process. And if you have any questions about that, and as part of growing, okay, if you have any questions about that, I have more details in the Auto Dealer Basics program. So if you want to know about Auto Dealer Basics, then just put a comment below, okay? All right, so that's what I have to say about online sales. Not necessarily a big thing because next thing I want to talk about is inventory. As long as you have the inventory, people are going to come buy it. And the inventory I am talking about is cash cars, right? $3,500 or less is what I define as cash cars. I'm starting to, I don't know who else defines it as that, but that's the rule I live by in my business is $3,500 or less is cash car sales. Okay, so as long as you have the inventory, it is going to sell. But as long as you have good inventory, I have to say, especially if you live in a place like Atlanta where people like to, look good, and you got to drive a long way. And so they need like a reliable vehicle. So definitely, if you have the inventory, you need to add some quality. You need to follow the basics so that you have some inventory, some cash cards that people want, and then you're not competing on price. Okay. That's a lot of what I talk about in the Auto Dealer Basics program, is about don't compete on price, because you'll always lose unless you have the cheapest price. And that's not what we're in this business to do, is have the cheapest price, right? So any questions about online sales or inventory? I'm like just diving right in. I think I've been percolating on some things to tell you guys for a couple of weeks now, because I haven't been here for you. But yeah, I'm just like rambling it off. But if you have questions, let me know. Online sales, inventory. The other thing I wanted to say about inventory is inventory sources, like where we've been buying our cars, the auction, prices have varied. They haven't been as consistent. They've been higher than expected in certain cases. So what I need to say about inventory is this: buy your customers' cars, buy their previous cars, buy their family cars, buy people's cars, look for cars to buy any and everywhere. I have a couple of places that I go buy cars when I'm having issues at the auction, but mostly I tap into my network of previous customers and friends. So put the word out. If like your people, if your family and friends already don't know that you're in this business and you're selling cars, put the word out. Yeah, I am. And I'll buy your car. Sell me your car if you're trying to, trade it in, even, because I'll give you more money than what they will give you. Okay. So you got to get inventory wherever you can. Even though I actually think the auctions are going to change in a little bit. And let me tell you why, which leads me to tax season. Do you guys have any questions? Because I am just kind of like bloop, 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 bloop. Who all is with me? All right. Okay. So while I wait for questions, that leads me to tax season. Okay. So, we're all anticipating tax season every year. It's like the come up time, right? Tax season is the time that we can make up, for any time that year that has not been great for sales. Yeah, just type your question, Roy. Let me know what you got. This tax season is going to be different, and I felt like it was going to be different. I wasn't quite sure why, but I got some information on why it's going to be different. And again, I just need to say, I'm not a tax consultant. Do not come here for tax advice. Okay. But if you're in this business and tax season is your highest selling season, then you have to know a little something about taxes and tax season and how that works, so you can better predict what is going to flow in your business. Okay. So, tax season this year is going to be delayed. And what I mean by that is that the IRS is not issuing refunds until February 12th, I believe the date is. Okay. So don't quote me exactly on that date, but it's the middle of February. They're not starting to process tax returns or issue refunds until then. Furthermore, okay, I don't say that word often, but furthermore, they are not issuing certain credits like the child tax credit and all the credits that give the really big refunds. They are not issuing those until March. Okay. So what that tells me is that we are going to have a later tax season this year. We are not going to see the sales roll in until March for tax season. So inventory wise, people who have been, buying up the inventory at the auction, the people who have been anticipating like a big tax season, like, right away, their lots are gonna be full. So then the inventory at the auction around February and March, in my opinion, we'll start to see more favorable pricing. Okay, so our inventory will be again, like the price it should be. Okay, so that's just my opinion. These are projections that I'm using. The other bit of information about tax season this year is that the stimulus check, from what I understand, is being deducted from the refund. So we're actually probably not going to see people with the amount of money that we have seen in the past to be able to like come and, just drop that, pick up this car. So what we might have to do is offer some in-house financing. So if you don't already offer in-house financing, you need to offer in-house financing. And what I mean by that is they put some money down and then they drive off with the car and they make payments. Okay. So that is just my 2 cents about tax season. Do you guys have any questions about tax season? That is what I anticipate about selling cars during tax season and what our buyers will be looking like. So yeah, let's see. Should we direct market for inventory such as bandit signs, those we buy car signs? So you can do signs, but it's really more grassroots than that at this level. And what I mean by that is it's really like, hitting up uncles and aunties, people you went to school with, get on your Facebook personal page and be like, yo, I am buying cars right now and I will give you a better price than your trade-in. So if you are looking to sell a car, I will buy it from you. Okay. It's really more grassroots than that. Like, you really don't have to spend a lot of money on marketing. You just have to get out there and, say what you're doing, and how you can help. Does that help you, Roy? Hopefully that helps. But yeah, you can definitely do signs for sure. But it's definitely more grassroots than that. Like, get in people's DMs, like, hey, you still got that, 2011, whatever, you looking to trade it in this year? It's really more like that. Okay. Okay, so that's tax season. So what we talked about so far: online sales, inventory this year and inventory struggles, cash cars, right? Cash cars is where it's at and where it's always gonna be, in my opinion. And I understand, the concern is like, but them cash cars though, they are the hardest to, like, you got to know a lot of things to buy them and to sell them, right? But it's the reward is worth it. Okay, so we talked about cash cars. We talked about tax season. So the other thing you need to know about succeeding selling cars in 2021, in my opinion, is you need to know the basics of selling cars for profit. What I want to tell you is something I didn't really realize is I have a lot of people who come to me who are like, I just want to sell cars part-time. I want to get this license. I want to sell them part-time. And, I want to kind of ease into it, like start as a side hustle and, ease into a bigger business. When I started thinking about it, that was pretty much my point of view as well. When I started, I was like, I'll do this kind of like part-time, see how it goes, ease into business. What I realized is that part-time is a lot like full-time. A business is a business, whether you run it 10 hours a week or 40 hours a week. It still needs the basics to grow. And in our business, the basics are you need a profitable product that is easy for people to buy. And what I mean by product is our cars. I'm saying product because I want to connect the dots between what we do and how businesses are run. That is why I call Auto Dealer Business School a business school, because it is, we're running a business and we need to know business practices as well to be successful. Okay. So you need to have a profitable product that's easy for people to buy. So that means you need to know your product. That means you need to qualify it. You need to have some kind of process to qualify it. You also need to offer some kind of financing so that it's easy for people to buy. The other part is you need to, what I call, set up your shop, which is all your customer facing. Hey, Virgil, what's up? Good morning. All of your customer facing processes. Okay, that's very business-like, right? But basically, it's basically like when your customers come to your business, all the things that they need to interact with your business, to give you money to buy your cars. And then you also need your internal processes. That's all the stuff that runs the back office. Like everything, it's the engine that makes your business go, right? So you need those to set up your shop. And then you also need a really good image. You need to, show people who you are. We're in times where we know the CEOs of different companies. That's not like how it used to be back in the day. Like you very rarely knew who the CEO of a company was. But now that's like part of the company. You know, who's the CEO? So people need to see you. They need to know you. You need to have a great image for your business sake to bring in leads. It's not just have a great image to look good. It's all about setting your business up so that it is as strong as it can be, so it can succeed in this time, because businesses, fail. There are all kinds of statistics about like how people fail in their first 5 years. And I believe auto dealers fail in their first 5 years because they do not have the basics. So if you need to know the basics, if you need to implement the basics in your business, even if you're making money, and you like the amount of money you're making, but you're working hard, you're overworked, you're stressed, you feel chaotic, like you're all over the place, you're missing some of the basics, because it shouldn't be that hard, right? So if you need to know any of the basics, then you can schedule a strategy session with me, or you can download, I have a new download for you guys to talk about the basics of your business, so I can help you to see what they are and you can implement them in your business. So I'll put that in the description. You can download that to learn about the basics, or you can schedule a strategy session, or you can join the online workshop, Dealership Basics. I'll also put the information in the description as well. But what I'm saying here is, how they say, you start complaining to people and they're like, oh, well, just go back to the basics. That's like a saying. Well, you just got to go back to the basics. That's what I'm saying now, is you got to go back to the basics if you are not liking how things are going. If you feel like this could go better, check the basics and see what you're missing and what you need to add into your business so that you can be successful selling these cars in 2021. And you can build wealth, and you can have the dealership you've always dreamed of, and it can be easy, and as easy as it can be, right? Because it's not easy, but it doesn't have to be a struggle either, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So any questions about anything I had to say about online sales, about inventory, about cash cars, about tax season, and about the basics of your business? If you want to marinate on this and think later, I'm trying to see what time it is, so I can make sure I stay on. I want to keep these a certain amount of time, but yeah, if you think about it later and you're like, oh yeah, I want to ask this, then just put it in the comments, let me know, and I'll get back to you. All right. So I wish you all the best. I hope to talk to you in a strategy session. I hope you download the basics. I don't know if it's a workbook or like, it's just basically like an explanation of the basics. Hey, what's up? I miss you too, but I'm back. So, yeah, and also join the Dealership Basics workshop. Okay. I think it's February 12th, ironically, which is the same day that the IRS is starting to process refunds. Okay. But, Anyway, it's so good to be here again this year, 2021. I have some great ways that I want to help you guys out. Some information that I want to give you. So definitely stay plugged in so that you can get what you need. So that this time next year, you're like, oh, I mean, the struggle is a distant memory, right? All right. So be blessed and I'll talk to you soon. Once again, thanks. Okay, great. I'm glad it was awesome. You're welcome, Shay. You're welcome, Rafi. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye.